All right, next question. Next question comes from Ryan50 Ryan. First question is, if you could take a vacation anywhere in the world, where would it be? Second question, what would you do with exactly $256,128? Either use or your own currency, you choose. What would you do with it? First question, I would definitely have to go again with Japan because I just admire so much of the Japanese culture, and I really want to see the sights, and I actually want to go to the Tokyo Game Show. That would be an honor to me to ever get to that. And maybe I'll set it up as a goal in life. Like, if I ever get to that, I'll be ready to die. I'll go like, whatever. I can just die right now, and I don't care because I went to the Tokyo Game Show. And the second question, well, I will definitely go with buying a house. Because here in Puerto Rico, houses, a very good house, doesn't surpass the 100,000 mark. You can actually get a pretty big house for like maybe $70,000, and obviously a car, and I don't know. I would just buy a lot of stuff, especially for my family. My mom, I would help her so much, because money is always an issue, and I think that goes for the majority of the people of the world. So there are a lot of rich people out there, but they're not sitting on YouTube, or maybe they are bragging about the money. I don't know. Let's see. This comes from XX Fallen Fury XX. Thank you for congrats on 3,000. And if I had a chance to go on an adventure like Link does, would you? I don't know, 'cause I'm risking my neck too much for a woman who doesn't even kiss me. And if you had to choose, would you choose a sword or a bow? I'm a sword guy, not a bow guy. No, definitely not. I like, I don't know. I just like swords. Bows to me are more like a side, like a secondary weapon. I don't even consider them a main weapon. That's why it's so weird for me to see, like in MMORPGs, jobs that have a bow. I just see them like a sub-weapon or something. I don't know. Oh, God. Let's see. Emulemolotov. Wow, that was hard. Favorite Zelda game, already said it. Do you play MMORPGs? No, at the moment. I'm kind of waiting on Final Fantasy 14, and maybe I'll try out the expansion of World of Warcraft, the Cataclysm. Maybe, I don't know. I just don't want to get into it too much because I don't want, I'm gonna study and stuff, and I don't want to be distracted by video games and stuff. I just want to be like focused, and Okay, so this comes from Elliptical Realm. First question, in previous video you mentioned that you were starting college soon. Is there a particular field of study, career that you're interested in? Perhaps the gaming industry? If you're decided right now, that's fine also. It took me a few semesters before I knew what I wanted to do also. And second question, maybe share a few things about your trip in the US or about Puerto Rico in terms of interesting stories, experience, culture, food. Well, for the first question, I'm actually not studying anything in the field of gaming. Even though I love gaming, I'm not very good at computer stuff. I may be good at editing videos and stuff like that, but when it comes to the logic of computers, I'm kind of like a dumbass. And I've already studied something in that field, but I didn't do so good, so I kind of got away from the computers. So I'm going to study now criminal justice, because I have a goal of becoming someday a cop or an investigator or something along the lines. It's criminal justice and investigation. So there's a big chance I'll end up with something pretty good in there. I don't know. I hope, because I kind of like that field of cop investigation and all that stuff. Uh, and my experiences in the U.S. were pretty good, actually. I didn't come back because I didn't like it. I just came back because education in Puerto Rico is actually cheaper. Uh, the federal aid actually is enough. You don't need to pay anything from your pockets. That's how cheap colleges are here in Puerto Rico. And if I ever get to pay something, it's like $100. And education in the U.S. is very expensive. People end up with huge debts because they have to take a lot of loans to actually pay their studies. And I'm going for a bachelor, so that's another thing. And so yeah, studies here are cheaper, and that's why I came back, because I just said I'm gonna finish my studies here, and maybe someday I'll go back. If things go okay here, then I guess I won't need to go, because I like it here anyways, in Puerto Rico. And yeah, I had some pretty good experiences. The family that my father lives with, because it's my father who lives with another marriage, and I became very good friends with her daughters. They were really awesome people. I'm still in contact with one of them. We kind of became really good friends, and we still write each other. We send text messages and stuff. So we're really good friends, and yeah. So it was very satisfying. I guess I needed to get away from home to appreciate home. It's kind of weird. I think you guys need to experience getting away from your home country to actually feel that, because it's something that you will never feel unless you go away. It's something that you can't even imagine. That's how far I go on saying that. If I've never traveled, I would have never figured that out, And yeah. Oh, wow. I talk and I don't breathe, and then I'm like, okay, so this question comes from IS Killer. Have you ever cosplayed or thought about dressing up in anime video convention? The only thing I did once is that I put a Naruto hat on. Not that I was cosplaying or anything, but my friends said that, well, this is a philosophy that I have. The more you look like a character, the more reasons there are to dress like that character. I have a friend that looks exactly like Rock Lee from Naruto, and I was telling him, dude, you would be so popular in an anime convention if you actually dress up like Rock Lee. Or, for instance, he could actually go for dressing up as Guy Sensei. Although it would be kind of weird because he's young and Guy Sensei is older. So he would go better with Rock Lee. And, each of my friends looks like a different character. And then one day they just stare at me and said, dude, you could totally be Barrett from Final Fantasy VII. And when I think about it, if I put a beard on my face and I put a gun thingy in my hand, I would totally look like Barrett. So there you go. I would be Barrett definitely if I ever do a cosplay, but I would need to step by step buy the clothes that Barrett wears. Maybe the game clothes, because I don't like they look too casual in the movie, and I like how they look in the video game, which is the original idea. Alright. This comes from Sasath Shy. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. You mentioned anime in your videos. Do you read manga, Japanese comics too? No, I am not much of a reader. I just like to watch anime. But I do kind of sometimes check out some manga out there, but I don't pay too much attention to it. You're, to me, a very awesome Let's Player remodel. Thank you. If you were to give tips to someone wanting to make their own LPs, What tips would you give? Well, just buy a very good mic. Just get some really good software, a really good computer, and just go for it and be yourself. That's what I say to everyone. Always be yourself. Never try to pretend to be too happy or anything. And that's what I did. I am myself, and that's why I gotten this far. I think people who subscribe is the people who are interested in what I'm saying and people who are interested in the games that I'm playing. So that's the best advice that I can give.